haven't seen Fantastic Four First Steps, where you see Marvel's First Family right there behind us. We are at the Cinemark Theater on Colonel Glenn Road in Little Rock, Arkansas. And so, babe, all right, what'd you think?
I think the movie was good. I think it was really, really good. I think it was kind of overhyped though. How everybody was saying, "Oh, this is so super fantastic, uh, extra apodiosis, or whatever." I think it was good. I think it has the action parts. However, there was a lot of downtime that I don't think needed to have been. And then the plot was good. It was very simple, which was great. Simple was good. But again, they needed more action in there. A lot of downtime. I don't think it needed to have been there in the movie, and it should have been more action. And I would have liked to have seen the Fantastic Four, even though they did a good job. I would have liked to see them use more of their creative powers in fighting this large, gigantic, what's his name?
Galactus.
Galactus. I would like to have seen more of their um, different powers and things like that and creativity and how they fought those. But other than that, I think it was good. And on a scale of 1 to 10, I would give it a rating of an 8. Yes, I would. Yes, I would. So it was good. It was definitely above average. But not all of this super alidicious, expedaliosus type of ratings that everyone gave. These are the movie. What about you, Pat?
I mean, I really liked it. I gave it a B as well. It was definitely above average. But, the best part about it was, like everybody's been saying, they're just showing the characters being a family, and it was just a solid story. It didn't try to be more than it was. But when I saw Superman, I just kept getting the feeling like they was trying to reinvent Superman. It's like you don't need to reinvent Superman. Just let Superman be Superman. And one of the things they did well with the Fantastic Four, they didn't try to over explain everything. They ain't try to come up with some rationale or add a lot of different things to make them look new and different. It was what you would expect if you're a Fantastic Four fan coming up. What you got was a Fantastic Four. And they didn't try to do more than that. They just told a good, simple story. They didn't try to explain why being was made out of rock. They didn't try to explain how complicated it was, knowing how to stretch and all of that. It was just a good, straightforward. We know we're a superhero film. It's based off comic books. It is what it is. And it did it well. Galactus was great. He's definitely the best, super villain since Thanos. It would even rival Thanos, I think, in some ways.
Yeah.
And to me, it's like they probably should have saved him for a bigger thing. But for what we got, he definitely helped add a lot to this story. Him, Silver Surfer, that was really cool in it, just like the other characters. The thing that why I wouldn't give it like an A as opposed to a B is when it came, like Kelly was kind of saying, when it came to the action, it wasn't as much as it should have been, because you come to a superhero for the film, for the action and the adventure and stuff like that. You got the adventure, but it was too much downtime versus the action. And when it came to like all of them using their powers, it was cool, it was okay. But say like everybody always compares the Fantastic Four to the Incredible because they basically all have the same power set. Elastigirl and Mr. Fantastic had the same power set, and I'm just using them as an example. But if you look at the ways that the Incredibles show Elastigirl using the same power set, it was much more imaginative, it was much more badass, it was much more creative.
Kick butt.
But with this, Marie did the stretching, but he didn't do anything particularly spectacular. He would swing into action and kind of swing around and do that kind of thing, but he didn't do anything that was like, wow, cool, I never really thought about, somebody just was ready to do this and that. And then, like kick ass. Like Elastigirl was kicking ass, but she was just stretching. So we didn't see that side of it. Same with like Mr. Incredible was like then he was strong and they showed him doing the picking up the car trick, but other than that, he didn't really, be the badass being Grimm that we have seen in the comic books. You know what I mean? So if they just turn up, keep the same dynamic in terms of the family and the simpleness of the story, straightforward. Don't try to be more than what they are, but at the same time, kind of bring that badass action that you could bring with these song power set. Then you would get A on the Fantastic Four. But okay, having said all that, we're gonna close this one out for the Fantastic Four. All right, babe. So everybody, y'all keep enjoying your summer, and we appreciate everything. And you got Marcos over there. He's ready to go home. Marcos, come here, man. Come here. Got my grandson here with me. He's superheroed out for the weekend. Y'all see our other video where we did Superman, but he's about put out for the weekend. But just say hi to everybody, Marco. And what would you give Fantastic Four? What? A 10. A 10? You don't want to tell everybody why you think it's so good?
I liked it because the background was pretty close. The background is like it's like the 1900s listen to.
Yeah, he's getting camera shy, y'all. I think he's just sleepy too. But I don't know. We might get him to talk more later, get him to loosen up a little bit. All right, we out of here, everybody. Fantastic Four in the house. Y'all be good. Say bye, Marco.